Skardu is a city located in Gilgit Baltistan, Pakistan and serves as the capital of Skardu district and the Baltistan division. Skardu is situated at an elevation of nearly 2,500 meters in the Skardu valley at the confluence of the Indus and Shigar rivers. The city is an important gateway to the 8,000 of the nearby Karakoram mountain range. The Indus River running through the region separates the Karakoram from the Himalayas. The name Skardu is believed to be derived from the Balti word meaning a low and between two high places. The two referenced high places are Shigar city and the high altitude Satpara lake. The first mention of Skardu dates to the first half of the 16th century. Mirza Haider described Skardu in the 16th century text Tarikh-e-Rashidi Baltistan as one of the districts of the area. The first mention of Skardu in European literature was made by Frenchman Francois Bernier, who mentions the city by the name of Skardu. After his mention, Skardu was quickly drawn into Asian maps produced in Europe. The Skardu region was part of the cultural sphere of Buddhist Tibet since the founding of the Tibetan Empire under Songtsen Gampo in the mid-7th century. Tibetan tantric scriptures were found all over Baltistan until about the 9th century. Given the region's close proximity to Central Asia, Skardu remained in contact with tribes near Kashgar in what is now China's westernmost province of Xinjiang. Following the dissolution of Tibetan suzerainty over Baltistan around the 9th and 10th century, Baltistan came under control of the local Makpon dynasty, a dynasty of Turkic extraction, which according to local tradition is said to have been founded after a migrant from Kashmir named Ibrahim Shah married a local princess. Around the year 1500, Makpon Boha was crowned ruler and founded the city of Skardu as his capital. The Skardu fort was established around this time. During his reign, King Makpon Boha imported craftsmen to Skardu from Kashmir and Chilas to help develop the area's economy. While nearby Gilgit fell out of the orbit of Tibetan influence, Skardu's Baltistan region remained connected due to its close proximity to Ladakh, the region which Skardu and neighboring Khaplu routinely fought against. Sikhs traditionally believed that Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikhism, visited Skardu during his second Udasi journey between 1510 and 1515. Gurdwara Chota Nankiana, locally known as Asthan Nanakpir, is believed to be the place where the Guru stayed in Skardu. In the early 1500s, Sultan Said Khan of the Timurid Yakhan Khante, based in what is now Xinjiang, province of China, raided Skardu and Baltistan. Given the threat illustrated by the Sultan Said's invasion, Mughal attention was roused, prompting the 1586 conquest of Baltistan by the Mughal Emperor Akbar. The local Makpon rulers pledged allegiance and from that point onwards, beginning with Ali Sher Khan. The kings of Skardu were mentioned as rulers of Little Tibet in the historiography of Mughal Empire. In 1839, Dogra commander Zorawar Singh defeated Balti forces in battles at Wanku Pass and Thanokon Plains, clearing his path for invasion of Skardu Valley. He seized Skardu fort on behalf of the Dogra kingdom based in Jammu. Singh's forces massacred a large number of the garrison's defenders and publicly tortured Kahlon Rahim Khan of Chiktan in front of a crowd of local Baltis and their chiefs. Dogra forces failed in their 1841 attempt to conquer Tibet. Following their defeat, Ladakh rose in rebellion against Dogra rule. Baltis under the leadership of Raja Ahmad Shah soon also rose in rebellion against the Dogras, and so Maharaja Gulab Singh dispatched his commander, Wazir Lakhpat, to recapture Skardu. His forces were able to convince a guard to berate the garrison by leaving a gate unlocked. thereby allowing Dogra forces to recapture the fort and massacre its Balati defenders. The Raja of Balatis was forced to pay an annual tribute to the Dogra Maharaja in Jammu, while the force provisions were provided for by the Balati Raja. Following the Dogra victory, Muhammad Shah was crowned Raja of Skardu in return for his loyalty to the Jammu crown during the rebellion, and was able to exercise some power under Dogra administration. Military commanders held real governing power in the area until 1851, when Kedaru Thanedar was installed as a civilian administrator of Baltistan. During this time, Skardu and Kargil were governed as a single district. Ladakh would later be joined to the district, while Skardu would serve as the district's winter capital with Leh as the summer capital up until 1947. Under the administration of Mehta Mengal between 1875 and 1885, Skardu's Rambirgarh was built as his headquarters and residence. A cantonment and various other government buildings were built in Skardu during this period. Sikhs from Punjab were also encouraged to migrate to Skardu in order to set up commercial enterprises during this period. The Sikh population prospered and continued to grow, eventually also settling in nearby Shigar and Khaplu. After the partition of British India on 22 October 1947, Pakistan launched a tribal invasion of Kashmir by Pashtuns, leading to the Maharaja Hari Singh. According to India, the Gilgit Scouts under the leadership of Major William Brown mutinied on 1st November 1948. Bringing the Gilgit Agency under the control of Pakistan, Major Aslam Khan took over the command of the Gilgit Scouts, organized a force of some 600 men from the rebels and local recruits, and launched attacks on the remaining parts of the state under Indian control. Skardu was an important target because Aslam Khan felt that Gilgit could be threatened from there. The Skardu garrison defended by a contingent of 6th Jammu and Kashmir infantry under the command of Colonel Sher Chand Thapa. The initial attack was repulsed, but the city fell into the rebel hands. After holding the garrison for 6 months and 3 days, Thapa and his forces surrendered on 14th August 1948. Skardu Airport is situated at an elevation of 2,230 meters above sea level. Through the mountain peaks surrounding Skardu reach elevation of 4,500 to 5,800 meters. Upstream from Skardu are some of the largest glaciers in the world, including the Baltoro Glacier, Biafo Glacier, and Chogo Lungma Glacier. Some of the surrounding glaciers are surrounded by some of the world's tallest mountains, including K2, the world's second tallest mountain at 8,611 meters. Gasherbrum at 8,068 meters and Mesherbrum at 7,821 meters. The Deosai National Park, the world's second highest alpine plain, is located upstream of Skardu as well. Downstream from Skardu is located the Nanga Parbat mountain at 8,126 meters. Skardu, along with Gilgit, is a major tourism, trekking and expedition hub in Gilgit Baltistan. The mountainous region, which includes 4 of the world's 8,000 peaks, attracts tourists, trekkers and mountaineers from around the world. The main tourist season is from April to October and other times of the year. The area can be cut off for extended periods by the snowy, freezing winter weather. Accessible from Skardu by road, the nearby Askol and Hashe are the main gateways to the snow-covered 8,000-meter peaks, including K2. The Gesherbrun's Broad Peak and the Trango Towers, and the huge glaciers of Baltaro, Biafo, and Trango. This makes Skardu the main tourist and mountaineering base in the area, which has led to the development of reasonably extensive tourist infrastructure, including shops and hotels. The popularity of the region results in high prices, especially during the main trekking season. Treks to the Deosai Plains, the second highest in the world at 4,414 meters above sea level, after the Tang in Tibet, either start from or end at Skardu. In the local Balti language, this highway is called Biarsa, meaning summer place, with an area of approximately 3,000 square kilometers. The plains extend all the way to Ladakh and provides a habitat for snow leopards, ibex, Tibetan blue bears, and wild horses. Skardu Fort or Karapuche Fort lies on the eastern face of the Karadong or Mendok Khar hill 15 meters above Skardu town. The fort dates from the 8th century CE and contains an old mosque probably dating back to the arrival of Islam in the 16th century. The fort provides a panoramic view of Skardu town, the Skardu Valley and the Indus River. It was built by Macmahon dynasty ruler of Baltistan. It was a 7-story building. Mostly local people say that Karapucha is made by a ghost as they were servants of the ruler of that time. Shigar Fort located on the route to the world's second highest mountain, K2. It is also known as Phongkhar, which in the local language means the place on the rock. The complex at Shigar comprises the 400 years old fort and 2 more recent buildings, the old house and the garden house. The former place of the Raja of Shigar has been transformed into a 20 rooms heritage guest house, with the grand audience hall serving as a museum of Balti culture and featuring select examples of fine wood carvings, as well as other heritage objects. There are 2 Kachura lakes in Kachura Valley, the less well-known Kachura Lake and the more famous Shangri-La Lake. Shangri-La Lake is home to the Shangri-La Resort Hotel Complex, built in a Chinese style and other popular destination for tourists in Pakistan administrated Kashmir. Kachura Lake is famous for its deep blue waters. The lakes had 2,500 meters in elevation, while on the other hand, Satpura Lake is Skardu Valley's main lake. In 2002, the federal government decided to build a dam on the Satpura Lake, allocating $10 million to the project. In 2004, progress has however been slow. Satpura Lake is 6 miles from Skardu. Satpura Lake is one of the largest freshwater lakes in the countryside, offering trout fishing and row boating. This lake is the source of Skardu drinking water. The dam was mostly completed in 2011 and 4 powerhouse units are operational. The latest started operation in June 2020.